Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 11th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel out tremendously and gets it seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so very much for doing so. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have the Knight of Wands, Angels and Spirit Guides, the Two of Wands, Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Fantastic. Okay, we're just going to sit with this for a moment. Oh, interesting. Okay, so doors are opening here. Yeah, here, Virgo. But things are out of balance. So just being aware of this during this time, you feel like you actually might feel clumsier than you usually are. Like you're usually not a very clumsy person, but you're going to feel like you're tripping over things more, or you're just clumsy in some way or another, or your body's just like a little bit tired. So just be mindful about this with temperance being reversed during this time. There's something that's out of balance and it's going to start manifesting itself physically. So just being aware of this. Okay, if it gets really bad, of course, see your doctor, make sure everything is okay with you. Not to be, not to scare us or anything like that, but I'm just letting that be forward because we can't be like, oh, it's just because the temperance card is reversed and it could be something, bigger. So just be aware of this. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're planting seeds. You're looking at the way that you want to move forward, but do also know that things are going to take time. The count of 7 is going to be a big thing. Like you might see things that you think will be like done in a day, it's done in a week, type of thing. But you're planting seeds, you're looking at how you're moving forward. With the Three of Pentacles, you work well with others. You want something, you want like group activities during this time. And the Six of Pentacles is things being in balance, things being in balance financially, looking at things prosperously. How am I going to move forward? Where is it that I'm going to be? What is it that I want? Harmonizing things. There's also like fair pay for what you're doing. So you might be looking at things and saying, you know what, I'm putting in a lot of work, but I'm not being respected, or I'm not being seen the way that I want to be seen. So you might be putting your feelers out other places. So just be aware of that. It's not walking away from a good thing, but it's really feeling frustrated during this time. Things are out of balance, out of harmony, and you're going to see doors opening. With the Knight of Wands crowning everything, be mindful of your temper. Okay, that's going to be super important whenever the Knight of Wands comes up. It's usually with the Knight of Wands reversed, but I just saw like fire shooting forward. So being mindful of our tempers is going to be important here. With the Knight of Wands as well, its passion, its fire, its determination, its focus, its insight. It's learning how to hone yourself instead of being like a barn fire, which the Knight of Wands can be. It's being like a high precision laser, super intense, super powerful, but super focused. And that's going to be what you're aiming for, not only during this time, but for the rest of your life. That's going to be what you're aiming for. That high precision focus is going to be very valuable for you. If you're born on the cusp with Leo, or if you have fire sign energy in your chart, that comes through very powerfully. If you have fire sign energies in your life, they come through very powerfully during this time. They're crowning everything. If you have temperance in your chart, if you have Sagittarius energy in your chart, that part of your personality is coming through again powerfully, but it's also tripping you up. It's like, why can't I get things moving forward the way that I want them to? With Sagittarius energy as well, if you have Sagittarius energies in your life, they can be a little bit frustrating to you. So just being aware of that is going to be a super important thing. So let's see here what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in receiving a free reading, put a snowflake in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of February. So good luck to everyone, and don't be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box. It will not be me. It will only be through that video that we will know who is the winner. So good luck. And if you are interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So let's see here, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have family. So family is going to be at the heart of everything. The family that raised you, the family that you've created, however family manifests in your life, that's going to be the important focus during this time. You can even be really into your ancestry, your history. So that's going to be a really big thing for you. You're also very connected to the other side. You're going to see that you're following in somebody's footsteps. It doesn't mean, so let's say you were adopted or fostered, or you have this family that you're really connected to, but they're not blood. It doesn't matter. Spirit is saying here, whoever energies that you're intertwined with, you're going to find that you're taking on a tradition. You're taking on a tradition that people are like, oh, well, this person used to do this, or this person used to do that. So don't think, oh, I don't have that because of XYZ. You definitely do. You definitely do. And you're being guided. So just be very, very aware of that during this time. That no matter how family has come into your life, what it looks like, there's the strong connection that's leading you forward. And your ancestry is going to be very important. Also, your past life self is going to be very important during this time. Let's see here what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have rebirth reverse. So this is the root chakra. With it being reversed, we're having a bit of difficulty embracing our rebirth, embracing a transformation. There's a sense of like we want to break out of the chrysalis completely, and yet we're held in just a little bit. So just being aware of that. There's a sense of like I'm being reborn, everything is moving forward, but you need to ground yourself. You're going to need to ground yourself and center yourself and really hone yourself in that direction to open up the doors, to let yourself be more aware, okay, of the way that life is leading you. I'm just seeing like a stuckness almost. It's like you're breaking out of the chrysalis, but you're stuck for one reason or another. And spirit's like, hey, be mindful about that, because it can be something that we find really overwhelming. It's like, why am I stuck? And we're going to be fighting against it. And spirit's like, just calm it down and center and connect with the earth. And that's going to be super important. Let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So we need to be mindful of being too much in our own heads and then getting really frustrated about that and then not being in our own heads at all. So just being aware, because the Eight of Swords reversed is overthinking, it's overanalyzing, it's then getting really frustrated, and it's like, okay, well then I just won't think about anything type of thing. So just be mindful about that during this time, where we're going to go from one extreme to another, but it's going to be like feeling trapped within our own minds. So being aware of that is going to be super important, because once we're aware of it, it's like, okay, I can stop that. Like I can realize I'm on the hamster wheel. It can be like, you know what? No, and then see things really starting to change. Okay. So let's look at things astrologically speaking in tandem with the tarot. So on the 11th of January, we have the new moon in Capricorn at 20 degrees 44 minutes of Capricorn. So the moon and the sun are at 20 degrees 44 minutes of Capricorn. Now, Mars is out of bounds till the 23rd during this time. So extreme emotions can come in. And that's why when I see the Knight of Wands coming forward, it's like, okay, just be mindful, especially since things are out of balance with Temperance reverse. Be mindful that our temper can get the best of us. So just being aware of that with Mars coming through so powerfully, that's going to be important. On the 11th as well, we have the dwarf planet Eris moving stationary direct at 24 degrees of Aries. It brings justice and truth to the forefront of things. We're going to be affected by seeing things out of balance, by seeing things out of harmony, and it's not going to sit well with us. So just be mindful about that during this time. We're going to work well with others. We're planting seeds, but we can get really hung up on like, but this isn't moving smoothly. Whereas other people will just completely overlook it. It'd be like buzzing, in the background. It's going to be something that's really intense for us. So just be mindful about this, from the 11th to the full moon in January. But for some of us who are really moon sensitive, from the 11th of January to the next full moon in February, just be aware of this. Pluto is 29 degrees of Capricorn till the 20th. Now, this brings the less positive aspects of Capricorn forward. So just being mindful of this energy during this time, that we're going to be really rule-oriented, super structured, super militant, like very, very, it has to be like this, has to be like this, has to be like this. Our earth sign energy is going to be really called to that. So just be mindful with that because it's taking out the joy. We're going to look at the planting of the seeds of things, of the collaborating with people, and we can be too strict and then it takes away all the fun. So, or the energy around things can be too strict and it takes away all the fun. Now, 2024 is all about what do you want to build, but it's all about, embracing, it's all about simplifying things. It's all about embracing the simple joys. And this is going to be a time where doors are starting to open and we're really finding ourselves saying, like, what do I want? Where do I want to be? How do I want to move forward? The new moon is trine Uranus, which is very inspiring for our future. We're looking at things where we're finding that there are options, there are new opportunities, the doors are opening. We are excited about this. Mars is trine Jupiter, which is very enthusiastic. It's go-getting energy. We're really looking and we're revved up. And that Knight of Wands energy really does help us. We're determined, we're focused, we're insightful. We're saying, yes, we can instead of no, we can't. And we're really craving, what the future brings. So that's going to be really, really good. Mars is powering the dwarf planet Ixion in Capricorn. Now, this brings forward a very interesting question. Are we living by the right set of rules? This doesn't mean, culturally, like, the laws that we're living by. Follow the laws, do the rules, right? Be good. But what we've set out for ourselves, are we living by the right set of rules? Is what we thought was going to make us happy or what we thought was going to propel us forward, is that in alignment with our soul? Or do we just think it should be? Okay? Mercury is conjunct the galactic center. This is big. We're ruled by Mercury, Virgo. Okay? We're ruled by Mercury. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So just know if you have also, Gemini energy in your chart, oh my gosh, the Mercury is huge. So Mercury is conjunct the galactic center. And Mercury is the messenger, it is the mind. And so the messenger and the mind are aligned with the cosmic mind. So we're getting a lot of information. A lot of information is being downloaded during this time. Being aware of this, looking at where things are out of balance, where we need things to be in balance, what we're looking at for harmonizing ourselves, that's going to be huge. Okay, the new moon is squared the North Lunar Node, which is our collective soul's, future that's really growing during this time. We're looking at things and we're going to feel like my soul wants this. And that's going to be the truth. Saturn is sextile Jupiter, which is a very positive energy collaboration, or energy alignment. This is great for our financial future. This is great for building a business, for really seeing ourselves achieve, succeed, again, planting those seeds, watching the success grow. We have to make sure that things are balanced. Money doesn't go in and out like super, super quickly. There needs to be a balancing of the money, the harmony, the prosperity of things. Now, what's interesting during this time is that the dwarf planet Gungkung is conjunct Saturn. Gungkung is linked to flooding. So we might see this on a global scale. We might see this, but we're also going to see this personally, right? This alignment can bring an overwhelming sense of constriction, not just in our day-to-day life, but also in the psychic and emotional realm. It's like, why can't I connect? Why am I being held back? And then the floodgates open. And that's going to be very intense during this time. We want things to be harmonized. We want things to be pretty, steady Eddie type of thing. But what we're going to find here is that this can be a time of extremes. This can be a time of intensity. If you want to go deeper into the astrology of it all, check out Pam Gregory's channel here on YouTube. She's absolutely brilliant and linked in the description box below. So we're looking at everything and we know that there's something big on the horizon. We are just caught. We're caught. We're that butterfly caught in the chrysalis. We're caught as to how to move forward towards that something bigger, towards that something more. It moves us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have realization reversed. We have power reversed. We have balance reversed. We have release reversed. And we have blossoming reversed. And then, of course, we have discernment reversed and wisdom reversed. I know we're not very happy with that. I can hear it. It's like, why is everything reversed? I get it. But it's because this moon is complicated. I mean, this is a complicated moon. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have meditate in the upright position. We have surrender to the divine. Look at the bigger picture. Take time to breathe out, all in the upright position. Adjustments are required. And then reverse with the full moon in Virgo. So our energy, you are good enough. That's interesting. So what's interesting here is that we don't feel like we're enough. We don't feel like we're bringing to the table what we should be. We're looking at ourselves and we see something lacking. Okay. And whatever that is, it's throwing us out of balance, especially in the realm of finances, especially in the realm of wealth or what we value as much as money. So being aware of this and also being more discerning. We're not being discerning. We're kind of letting all the energy in, and spirit's like, build those walls. It sounds like a bad thing, right? You think, oh, I need to be more open, or I need to be more sensitive, or I need to feel everything. I was listening to this shaman, and he said, you can't be affected by everything. If you are going to be a healer, if you are going to work this energy, you have to stand almost separate from it. You have it flowing through you, but you cannot be affected by every single, blurb on this planet, because you'll be affected by all the solar flares, right? You'll be affected by the tide change, by the full moon, the new moon, then you'll be affected by all the energies of the people that you meet. So here, spirit is really saying, you are enough. Be discerning with the energy you're letting in. You're letting too much in. You're feeling too much. And Virgo, when you feel too much, you shut down. You become very rigid, very, very harsh, very hard. And that's not cool. That's not where you want to be. And you're going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm not happy with this. And I'm frustrated. So just be mindful about this during this time. It's going to be a very important thing. Meditate and contemplate is what we're crowned with. Okay? The realization that we ourselves are the key is going to help us move forward in fire, in passion, in determination, in just this exuberance. It's like, I can do this. I can get there. I can open up the doors. Surrender to the divine. When we have here with the Two of Wands, the doors are opening. Surrendering to the divine is the full moon. And then power is also the full moon. This is in the Queen of the Moon deck. Or no, this is the Queen of the Moon. This is the Queen of the Moon deck. Okay, this is Moonology. So here, what we're going to see is that we're moving towards the full moon, and we're moving towards it with an enthusiasm. We're like, yes, I got this. And then we're also moving towards it with a bit of a fear, of feeling overwhelmed, of doubting, of questioning, of not feeling as empowered as we want to be. And what Spirit is saying is, if we don't feel empowered, if we feel kind of like, why am I off track? We need to start surrendering to the divine. We need to start to say, okay, what do I need to release in order to move me forward? Look at the bigger picture. When we have temperance reversed, we have a sense of everything kind of being up in the air, everything being a little bit more crazy. It's out of balance. Balance is reversed, which is what we have right here. We have balance reversed. So look at the big picture. Look at what it is that you want. Look at what you're taking aim for, and step back, like carve things back. Say what's important, what's important, what's important, and scale it back, scale it back, scale it back. Take time to breathe out. You're not taking time to breathe out. Release is not something we're going to be very good at. We have it here with the Seven of Pentacles, with the seeds that we are planting, with the things that we are looking for. We're not releasing. Okay, we're holding everything in, which is kind of making us like a teapot to boil on the kettle, like that's boiling on the stove, and it's just boiling and boiling and boiling. It can burn down the house, right? And that's super dangerous. So here, let's take time to breathe out. Take time to connect with your energy, with yourself, with what you want to achieve. You need to release. You need to release a lot of what's in you, because you're planting new seeds. You're seeing new things grow. But if you're bringing the past into the present, you will see all the hope of those new seeds starting to follow very familiar patterns, because our mind is following very familiar patterns, and we're like, what the heck? What the heck? Adjustments are required. They are. As we work with everybody, as we come together, we're not going to be in this alone, as much as we want to be like, the stoic island person, like I'm an island type of thing, not living on an island, but I'm an island type of person. We need to blossom into ourselves. And this moon is going to help us to blossom into ourselves. Adjustments are required. They really are required. It is required for us to look at things differently, to see ourselves differently, to look at what we desire in a different way, and to really be honest with ourselves and say, okay, where is it that I need to be? What is it that I want? What is it that I'm building? It moves us to wisdom reversed. We don't necessarily feel wise. That's why the Eight of Swords is here. It's like saying, okay, this is our trap, right? It's reversed. So the trap is falling, but we still feel trapped. Now we just feel like we're falling, but we're trapped at the same time. So it's frustrating because it doesn't necessarily make sense, but that's how we feel. We can feel trapped. We can feel stuck. We can feel overwhelmed, like just so contained and restrained. And then we feel like we're free falling into madness. And with wisdom coming reversed, it's knowing that it's the passing years. It's time that makes us wise. It's looking at things, stepping out of our ego and stepping out of ourselves and saying, you know what? No, that's going to be the game changer. And we need to follow that wisdom. And we need to embrace that wisdom for ourselves. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is wisdom. Subconsciously, spirit is showing us wisdom, showing us insight, showing us new ideas, showing us ways forward that are just tremendous and beautiful. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is self-mastery reversed. This is the solar plexus chakra. You're not listening to your gut. You kind of like shut down a bit. And spirit's like, why? Why aren't you talking to me? Mercury, we're always talking. Always talking. Virgo, you are ruled by Mercury. So you are Mercury. You're always talking. You need to always connect. You need to always be, recalibrating, looking, understanding. There's people who are ruled by Mercury do not have a stillness to them. They always fidget. There's always a bit of fidgeting. Like you just can't sit still. And here, with self-mastery reverse, it's like, okay, start listening to your body. Start listening to yourself. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the moon reversed. Now, this is Pisces energy. So if we have Pisces in our chart, if we have, Pisces in our lives, this can be complicated. It can be frustrating. Pisces is also our sister sign, which can bring out the absolute best in us and the absolute worst in us. With it reversed, we're going to find it a bit more challenging. And when we have the challenging areas of Capricorn coming up, we can feel like, oh my gosh, when am I going to get a break? With Pisces reverse, with the moon reverse, a lot of fears, a lot of doubt come forward. Can I possibly? How can I? Which way to move forward? Just be aware of this. Be aware of that the doubt is real, but don't let it be consuming because it can consume during this time. And also, you're a lot more moon sensitive to this moon, especially than you'd imagine. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious tarot message is the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. So if you're looking for a yes/no answer, you get a yes. It's in the upright position, so it's not even a pause yes. It's just yes. There's beauty, there's prosperity, there's power, there's intensity coming forward. You're looking at things and you have a light and a radiance to you that's going to attract good, and it can attract people who want to stuff out the light, like, who don't want you to shine so bright. So just be aware of this during this time as well. With the sun coming in subconsciously, you can find the darkness of the new moon to be a little bit overwhelming or not really aligned with the energy that you're bringing forward. So just be mindful about this. Our subconscious Lunar message is the unexpected. And the unexpected is reversed. We do want everything kind of lined up like little toy soldiers and being, predictable and understandable. And it says here, it's time to take action. It is time to take action. And the unexpected is not what we want to come into play, but to allow for the unexpected, to allow for kind of the uncontrollable, beautiful chaos of simple existence to come forward. That's going to be a big deal, and that's going to be a big thing. Okay. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.